This whole Eliza Bleu situation has been a really wild ride. I've been waiting for the time where Eliza Bleu would finally address everyone. I've been waiting for the time that either she would address everyone or she would just come out and say, yeah, I was wrong, I'm a grifter, and just kind of leave the internet forever. It looks like she's not going to be brave enough to do that, but she has accepted defeat in another way. Let's check it out. If you enjoy videos like this, if you enjoy news, drama, all that stuff, then hit that like button and the subscribe button. Let's get into the video. So like I said, this Eliza Bleu situation has been a wild one. We have a lot more news to go over today. There's been a lot more bomb drops by the quartering. There's been some stuff from that umbrella guy and other people finding older clips of Eliza Bleu just saying some wild shit, man. I can't believe that this person is not only still allowed on Twitter after saying some of these things, but she kind of like runs Twitter at this point. Like, people can't post bad things about her without getting banned and suspended, or at least the images being removed. So not only is she allowed to say these wild things that I'm going to show you in this video, but she's like propped up on this like pedestal, like above everyone else on Twitter for some reason. I think we kind of know what the reason is. She's definitely throwing it back on Elon. But let's check out what we have today in regards to the news for Eliza Bleu. This is that umbrella guy. Shout out to a common idiot once again, by the way. If you're not subscribed to him, his link will be in the description. He's been tagging me in all this stuff. He has a great channel, so go check him out. But that umbrella guy says Eliza Bleu locked down her account. She knows the Daily Beast article and her friends saying she's a fake is the beginning of the end. That's 100% facts. Whenever the articles start coming out about her, because we just need like one or two mainstream-ish articles to come out about her for all the other mainstream-ish articles to pick up on it. And they probably already know about it. It's probably already on their radar, but they're just kind of scared to cover it for some reason. Because I think that they know Elon must either know something that they don't, or this is the type of person that you just stay away from bashing her for whatever reason. So I think once a couple articles start coming out about her and they realize that nothing bad happened, nothing bad came of it from them posting those articles, it'll just start being a waterfall of articles coming out about her, exposing her, and probably even finding some new things that we haven't seen yet on Twitter. But as you can see right here, she has protected her tweets, so now you can't see them unless, I believe, only approved followers can see Eliza Bleu's tweets to request access. So you have to request access to see her tweets now. That's an admission of defeat if I've ever seen one. I think that we'll probably get some more in the future. I think we'll probably get a statement sometime in the future, because she's addicted to the grift, man. She's addicted to the clout. You don't change your name 6 times and move to different fields each time you change your name if you're not addicted to clout. So she's 100% addicted to the clout, and she's going to keep on doing this until people stop giving her money, because believe it or not, this could actually work in her favor at least a little bit. You know, this is a lot better. Her being bashed like this, her being infamous on social media, is a lot better than her being irrelevant. She's gonna make more money than she would have. You know, like, look at Amber Heard. Like, even Amber Heard, who was proven wrong in a court of law, like not only the court of public opinion for the most part, but also in the court of law. And she still has devout followers saying Amber Heard was right, Johnny Depp was wrong, all that stuff. So it's the same thing. You know, Eliza Bleu is going to gain some devout followers from this, even though she's completely in the wrong. And we have clips like this coming out. Once again, shout out to a common idiot. Clips like this coming out. That's just insane that this is allowed on Twitter or allowed on any social media platform. Let's check this out.
And do I feel that some minors are more equipped to engage in sexual activity with adults than others? Yes. And like, do I feel?
What does that even mean? I can't understand if she's saying that some minors are more equipped at being sexually active than adults, or if some minors are better at it than other dude, there's no way that you can spin this in a positive light. Like, this is bad. And I saw like that whole interview, or at least that good like 20-minute chunk of that interview. I don't know if it was longer than that, but I've seen a bunch of clips from that interview. They were saying some wild shit, man. I can't believe that's allowed on social media. We have another thread from the quartering. We saw a thread yesterday from him where he dropped absolute nukes on Eliza Bleu, and he did a whole nother one today. And this one might even be better than the last one. In yesterday's Eliza Bleu files, I reintroduced the internet to Eliza Bleu, the activist that has the power to change the rules of Twitter and ban/censor her critics. Today we get part 2, how a clout goblin falsely took credit for Twitter removing CP. I'm not saying that word. Definitely not saying that. Eliza Bleu burst onto the scene through a combination of running the conservative/libertarian podcast scene and one viral Twitter thread claiming to have gotten CP removed from Twitter on November 20th. The problem? She lied. As early as 12/1, people on Twitter were pointing out the contradictions in her claims. Users were reporting publicly that there was still plenty of activity being used to trade CP material. She ignored them. December 3rd, these popular, can't say that word either, ST hashtags, man, it really sucks being censored this much. ST hashtags remain live on Twitter. People close to Eliza were begging her to address the issue and get back to work with her apparent Twitter connections. She ignored it as her new followers poured in. So she just totally ignored the fact that she lied about getting these hashtags removed, and they were right back there the next day, and she completely ignored it while she just raked in the clout. Like I said, clout goblin. She's addicted to clout. Curiously, pro-Elon Musk outlet Teslarati had an article written and ready to go, released the same day as the viral Eliza Bleu thread. The article was published on November 19th, making the same exact claims as Eliza Bleu, and was shared in the same thread. Seems like coordinated PR. Definitely does. We've seen that a million times. We saw that yesterday, or maybe it was the day before, with the head of Twitter Trust and Safety, or whatever that person is, Ella G. Irwin. I called her Ella Gerwin. But Ella Irwin tweeted the same thing as Eliza Bleu at the same time, like a coordinated effort. So she's known for doing that. And it seems like we have more evidence of that with a media outlet, Teslarati, who was connected to Elon Musk. Eliza Bleu, a relatively obscure small account on Twitter, gained 48,000 followers in November and an additional 116,000 new followers on the back of being touted as the slayer of CP on Twitter. The only problem is it was still there. It never went anywhere. This has been a big problem for a long time. That CP stuff on Twitter has been a really big problem for a long time. And I don't know why it's not solved. I don't know why they can't get rid of it. It's really strange to me. But what's even stranger is claiming to be the slayer of it, and then just it's still there. Like nothing changed at all. It's still all over the place. The hashtags aren't gone. The actual content's not gone. Nothing has changed about it. And yet you gain 150,000 followers off that. It's crazy. Hundreds of thousands of people saw the thread and thought CP was gone. And it was not. The worst part is once you do that, people stop looking. People move on because they think the problem is solved. Yep. For weeks, tens of thousands of followers poured in. The CP remained live, and Eliza Bleu issued 0 corrections. As late as December 4th, Twitter was reaching out to other people to help fix it. Turns out the CP reporting system was broken, and still was at this point. In fact, as late as December 6th, CP still roamed free on Twitter almost 2 weeks after Eliza Bleu claimed it was gone, and suggested to be partly responsible. I've also seen streams where people expose it still being there. I'm not sure if they're claiming nowadays that they have fixed it. But it's still there. I think it might be less, but it's definitely still there. Let me know in the comments if they have claimed that it's fixed, and if you know if it's still there, because I'm not out there looking for it. I just see, people who I trust on streams and stuff claiming that, it's still there. Bottom line, Eliza Bleu went viral as a savior of exploited children, but when the chips were down and it was clear she was wrong, she abandoned them in exchange for Twitter followers and clout. Just getting started on the Eliza Bleu files, her insidious relationship with Twitter, corruption and lies. Thankful for you, and if you want to support me, just follow me, subscribe to my YouTube channel, check out my coffee. Yep, if you're a fan of this Eliza Bleu stuff, definitely go check out The Quartering. He does great videos about the situation and other stuff as well. And go follow him on Twitter if you want to keep up to date with all this stuff. He's been doing a great job of documenting everything that's going on. And once again, shout out to A Common Idiot. But yeah, this stuff is crazy, man. I just can't believe that she can get away with all of this stuff. And like I said earlier, she's not just getting away with it. It seems like she's running Twitter when it comes to this stuff, when it comes to the censoring of this stuff. Now she's protected her tweets, which I think is an admission of defeat. Most of the time in the past when somebody would do that with the whole G4 TV situation, when those people started protecting their tweets, and we've seen it with Star Wars creators, Star Wars actors, whenever they say stupid things and they get backlash for it. Once they protect their tweets, that's when you know that they're wrong and they've kind of given up on fighting back against being wrong. But let me know what you guys think in the comments about the whole situation. What do you think about Eliza Bleu finally protecting her tweets? Still no statement, there's still no apology, nothing like that, but I think it's an admission of defeat. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like on the video, all that good stuff, and I hope to see you in the next one.